Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Hey brothers, I came across this movie trailer here for the movie Atlas, starring the actress Jennifer Lopez, and the scene caught my attention. And let me say this, brothers, I have to say it while it's on the forefront of my mind. You shouldn't marvel that a movie like Upgrade is performing well in Netflix's top 10. And it's also followed by this movie here, Atlas. And what do we see in both those movies? They're subtly introducing you to the merger of man and machine. What machine am I referring to? The MOTB. In this movie here, Jennifer Lopez's eye is being scanned so she can commence a relationship with AI, artificial intelligence. Now, before I get into this, let me read to you the copyright disclaimer. And it reads, copyright disclaimer under the section of 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, an allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Now, I want you to keep this scene in mind here, because when I saw it, it brought to my mind something that I seen some time ago, right? And I went and looked back up this story, and this is from 10 years ago, all right? And what does it state in a caption? Because we all have to comprehend, they have perfected this by now. This was a decade ago. Smart contact lenses, microchip pills are the future of health. Not only are they the future of health, they're also the future of society. What society? The New World Order, all right? You have to consider something, man. This is Revelation, the 19th chapter and the 20th verse, specifically when the scripture states, and he, who is he, sleazy E, he deceiveth them that taketh the mark. Because many of you, you're not going to take it in your hand or in your head, but you will take it on your eye lens or take it as pills in your stomach, right? Listen closely to these details here, and I'm going to chime in momentarily.
Tiny chips on your eyeballs and in your bellies. Tiny chips on your eyeballs and in your bellies. Tiny chips on your eyeballs and in your bellies. Is this the future of your health? Google said this week that it's testing a smart contact lens that could help people manage diabetes, which affects almost 400 million people across the world, and that's expected to grow by quite a bit in the next couple decades. So it's no wonder people took notice when Google announced this lens, which can track your glucose through your tears. There's a tiny chip embedded on the lens that, if it works correctly, could eliminate the inconvenience and the pain involved in diabetes management. But Google's not the only one working on this type of technology. A team from Sweden designed a lens that has a fuel cell that can not only monitor glucose, but actually create small amounts of power. A Swiss company called Sensimed Triggerfish created a similar lens intended for glaucoma patients. And Google's version originated with University of Washington and Microsoft, which was once home to the lead researcher on the project. And other than the obvious medical potential, a lot of people have been speculating about what else smart lenses could be used for. The Microsoft research video from 2011 talks about the natural user interface vision of the lenses that do much more than just act as sensors.
Walking down the street, I could put people's names up, people that I recognize, people that I might want to recognize, information about them. The possibilities are endless.
You see, the man said the possibilities are endless. The scriptures tells us that this man is going to come with all false signs and lying wonders. Revelation, the 13th chapter, the 16th through the 17th verse. And it reads, and he, who is the he, sleazy E, causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave. It covers everyone to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads. And let me say this through the Spirit, on their eyelids, and there will be pills you can swallow to put in your stomach as well. And that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of its name. Listen to what this woman has to say, because this is what else they're working on, and they have perfected it. Watch closely.
Clues to where tiny chips can take us? Well, the FDA has already approved a swallowable microchip the size of a grain of sand. Made by a company called Proteus Digital Health, it can be embedded in drugs and connected to a skin patch that sends info to your doctor on how you're responding. It can also sense physical activity, heart rate, and rest. Would you be willing to swallow a tiny computer? Let me know what you think on Twitter, Facebook, Google, or VK, all at Annie Gauss. And
I'm going to stop right there because we get the gist of what this woman is saying here. The scriptures tells us, woe to those who run down to Egypt for help. And Egypt, spiritually, is America, aka Babylon the Great. You see, the people that take this device in any of its fashions, because there's going to be a myriad of options for the world, but not for us who are of the hopeful elect. Our hope, our faith, and our trust lies in Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Hopefully, this quick nugget was edifying. Shalom.